What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Gotti's Garage. But in today's video, I'm going to show you how an easy way to patch up some rust on a frame. So if you can see that little hole right there, that's all the rust that is on the car. There's also another patch. Let me zoom out. There's also another patch in the car, which just irritates me a little bit because that's like done like bad. Like that's terrible. But I guess it kind of works. So there's that, but we're gonna start working on the rust in the frame. I picked up some, might be a little bit starting right there. I don't really know. We'll just spray over it if there is no rust. But yeah, so I picked up some thin steel gauge. Got my Harbor Freight welder over there with all those Honda heads, and I'll show you how to do it properly. So that's the piece of steel that we got right there. That's what we're gonna be welding. Obviously, it's got to be cut. Probably just cut, I don't know. I'll measure it and stuff like that, see how big a piece that we're gonna need. There's my cheap ass welding helmet, since I haven't had one since mine broke and I've been welding with my eyes shut. So let's get started. So the first thing, obviously, with rust, you can't weld on rust. If you do weld on rust, it's not gonna hold and it's gonna look like shit, and it's gonna look like shit anyways with the Harbor Freight welder. So I guess whatever. But anyways, you wanna take an angle grinder with a grinding blade, and you want to grind down all the rust that you can. Cut out all the rust that you can as well. With that being that little and not much to weld onto, I might not cut out too much of it, but I'll show you guys everything I do. So there's my lonely little rust patch right there. Yeah, everything else, I mean, as you can see, this car is actually in really good shape. I see a rust hole right there though. It's the first time being underneath this car, but that's typical. This fucking frame rail is bent as shit, but whatever. I don't care. Anyways, so I got my angle grinder right there next to my daughter's toy. But all we're gonna do is it's actually pretty fucked. But we're gonna cut all around here and just kind of turn it, like take a box out of it, and probably cut a little bit down here too. And then we're gonna cut up. And then that way, we can cut a piece of steel to match this little seam right up here. We can tack all that down and then kind of do like stitch welds. And then obviously there's gonna be a little hole right here, but we could box that in because we could bend it. So that's what I'm gonna start working on. I'll show you guys the progress. All right, so it's definitely not the best cut in there. I was closing my eyes when I did that one, but that's okay, we have a welder. So all that, rust, that's hot. All that rust is out of there and stuff like that. So now we're gonna take our plates, which it should be wide enough to cover all of this. Might have to like make a little piece to go. I'm not even showing you, fuck. So it's wide enough to go all over this. We might have to make another little piece to, cover this little corner up. But now we're gonna take the grinder and we're gonna grind all this shit down. You gotta make sure it's all clean metal, obviously, because you don't want to weld in rust, like I was saying. And it's time for another fucking drink. All right, guys, so this is where I'm at right now. I started tacking it on there, then I figured I'd just keep going, but this video isn't about the welds, so don't fucking criticize the welds, because that's not what it's about. Anyways, so I took this piece of metal, I cut it, like it goes long ways how I bought it. So I just cut it. Obviously it's a little bit long, and because this frame curves down and then straight, I had to make a cut right here, because obviously you can't just fold metal like that, like it's not gonna work. So realistically, you hammer it down, so you tack it down. I'm just using this hammer, a dead blow, and I'm hammering it down, and you can see the body line, like the frame line in the sheet metal. Like you can see it. Realistically, I should have cut it right here, but I will just make another cut. It's not a big deal. Then once I made the cut, you just hammer it down flush to the thing. Now it's gonna come up a little bit, but that is fine, because the more you hammer it, the more you can make it form. And obvious, I guess, I don't know if it's obvious or not, but I'm not going to leave the welds like this. I'm going to grind them down, but I don't really care too much, because we're going to just spray some paint over it. That way it won't rust anymore, and we fixed that one. Definitely going to fix that one in this video as well, and I'll be a little bit more thorough on that one. I'm just trying to get this one done because this sucks laying in dirt. And we're going to spray just a little bit up here too, the trans tunnel and stuff. Actually, I might just leave it right here. We can do that next video. But anyways, so let me finish this up, and I'll show you what it looks like. And I'm not going to weld all the way around. I'm just going to stitch weld. And there we are, guys. It's definitely by far not the best welds at all, but they are holding. They will hold, and it forms a frame pretty well. I mean, obviously it's still a patch, but I mean, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? So let's now start on this one, which will be a lot easier to show and a lot less stressful and painful because sparks and flux core welder. All right, guys, this one should be a little bit easier. The only difficult part about this one will be, unfortunately, I don't know if that's been welded or not, but unfortunately how thin floorboards are. So you could actually use like washing machine sides if you wanted to do this, but we got a little bit of plate, so we're gonna just go ahead and cut around this real quick, and I'm gonna fast forward this because nobody likes the sound. I wasn't even recording that this whole time, motherfucker. Anyway, so now we have a semi-fucked hole, or square. I mean, not even completely close to a nice square, but we're gonna go over here and grab this little piece of metal. That way we can do little like measurements. Because obviously you don't want to do too much, because then it kind of looks like shit, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, that does not look bad. That little patch right there. Something's on fire inside the frame rails, but it should be all right. So what I'm doing right now is obviously lining up this metal for here, right here. Looks good. So we'll do that. We'll cut it right here. Then we'll grind some of this metal down that we have a nice place to weld on and go from there. There we have it. I grounded down some metal. That's what the patch is gonna essentially look like with my shitty welds. All right, guys, now that it's tacked down, we're gonna grab the hammer. I switched from that hammer to this hammer because it was forming a little bit better. Now on this, you see these grooves. You see if this is higher, this is lower. You could cut right down here so you can form it to that, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just going to hammer whatever I can so it makes sense, and then just weld it together and then paint it. I don't know what that is. It's kind of disgusting now. But anyways, start hammering. Essentially all you want to do is just form the sides to the floor. Here, see how that's flush now? It was risen. So yeah, I'm just gonna get back to welding, I guess. I just burnt the hole through the floor. The car is not supposed to be on fire. Yeah, now you focus on Joe. But anyways, so this is where I'm at right now. I burned 2 holes into the floor, which is gonna happen. I have very shitty welds going on. I think there was one good one. Maybe it was on the other one. But I'm gonna keep at this and just get this done, and I'll show you guys the result. Alright guys, very smoky in here because the bottom of this car is on fire, I'm pretty sure, because it is fucking hot in here. But anyways, so, I mean, there's some of my shitty welds. Just, obviously I could break some of that about, you know, off and it'll look better. But you see that black smoke in there? Yeah, it's not supposed to be there. But anyway, so then we can take the angle grinder now and grind down those welds so they don't look so shitty, because this is inside the car, and throw a coat of paint over it real quick. Probably bring the vacuum real quick and then vacuum any slag and all that shit out, because I don't really want to paint over that. And then, yeah, so I'm gonna let this cool down. Having a little campfire underneath the car. So, oh, that's on fire too. Pretty sure it's, you know, I think it's more of a typical thing, you know, 240's on fire anyway, so I'm just gonna leave it go and see what happens. I got insurance. Not on the car, but on the building. All right, guys, I grinded the welds down, so they're pretty flush, and you can't really tell that they're too shitty. But I think what happened right here, why I blew through 2 holes, is because I was using a cutoff wheel when I was just peeling the paint away. And I think maybe I just got a little bit too low. But anyways, that patch looks a lot better than that one, right? I mean, I'd say so. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw some paint on there. See? Yeah, I can throw some paint on there, and actually, I'll just record it. They're a brand new patch. Look at that. Obviously, we're gonna be repainting all that, so I just threw some so it wouldn't rust. But yeah. So it was really hot in there. That's why I'm sweating like a motherfucker. It's actually like really hot outside too today. It's hot in here. But while welding and stuff like that, it gets really hot, and plus the fire underneath my feet. But I know that wasn't the greatest video in the world, but I didn't really have much planned, and I kind of wanted to put a video out. And yeah, so we got 2 patches done on the car. One was a bitch because I was climbing underneath, but I don't know, that's some kind of tips or whatever. I mean, if you guys know a better way, let me know. I'm not no pro or anything like that, but I enjoy just working on shit, so figured I was bored, might as well. If you guys like this video, please hit the thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're at 625 subscribers, which is awesome. My next goal is 1,000 subscribers within, let's say by August. I know that's kind of pushing and stuff like that, but why not aim high? That's what life is about anyway. So please hit that subscribe button, and please show some support. I have a bunch of videos. I have E36 video where I put a small block Chevy in it. I have some E46 videos. I have some Honda Civic videos, and I have some 240 videos now. And real quick, I will show you if you guys are new. This is the turbo that was on my Honda Civic, and it was way too big. This oil was not from inside. The oil was because I was taking it all apart. And anyways, I blew a rod through the block. It bent the rod because it ran too much boost. So we'll be doing a internal wastegate delete on this turbo and just use it. But I hope you guys have a great day. If you like the KA idea with the turbo, give us a thumbs up and tell me about it in the comments. Thank you.